Hello everyone, Anthony Vessecchia, Body Crafters Inc. here on behalf of Scratch Golf Academy. Today I'm going to show you a few of the drills that I like to use to help people hit the ball further, one, and two, it just helps them get more through impact with more rotational power, more rotational velocity. A lot of it's going to be loading through the trail foot and allowing yourself to get through to the lead foot, so weight transfer drills. Some of them are just going to be a fix so you get a better feel of where you should be at impact. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one, I'm going to use a golf club. I really like to do this one with people when we're doing 3D and they're just coming to me for more power. It's called Impact Fix. So what you would do is set up to a ball. I'm actually going to grab a ball real quick. Sorry about coming off. And this one's pretty simple, but it just gives you a feel of where you should be at impact. And I have them set up to the ball, and all I want them to do is push to where the hip should be at impact and get that feel a couple times. And this is just called Impact Fix. So all I'm doing is doing a forward press with my hands to make sure that they're lined up with my lead leg, so I'm getting a forward shaft lean while I'm rotating my pelvis. And what I find with some of the 3D work that I do, the chest will be about 25 degrees open to the target at impact, and the hips will be about 35 degrees open. Obviously, those numbers vary from person to person, but somebody that gets into early extension, they'll be very square a lot of times, and they're just lost a lot of that rotational velocity towards the target. So using this drill, you just get a feel of how you have to push off that trail foot, which is normally right in here off the ball of the foot, right below the big toe. And that feel of pushing through so that you're not hip hiking and your legs going that way and such. So you're just right here. So this is Impact Fix. Again, push off the trail foot, get into your lead side, take your front pocket, put it in your back pocket, clear it out of the way. And another trick that I use with people for this Impact Fix so they can think about where they have to be is I'll have them set up here and I'll say, take your back pocket here, your front pocket on your trail leg and replace it to where your front pocket on your lead leg was. So you're pushing straight through to replace that. So that's just a quick drill so that you're nice and linear going towards the target with your center of pressure with your feet. So you're just pushing through your feet, right through the other one. So there's not all this extra movement and bringing the club over the top or other things that can obviously you'll have to manipulate the club to get where you want to be and cause you to have errant shots. So again, Impact Fix, just set up, forward press and push with your feet straight through towards the target, clear that lead hip. All right, so that one's Impact Fix. The next one I'm going to do is using a Dynaball. This is one that's really, really good for understanding that proper rotation and that loading and unloading that trail leg to get through to the target faster. A lot of guys that have very slow hips when I'm doing a 3D motion capture with them, this is one of the main things I do to help speed up their hips, because if you hand someone heavy weight, their body will naturally get into a more athletic position to be able to move said weight. So this is using a Dynaball. One of the easy drills that I like to do with them is just to tell them, this is called your IT band, right here where these stripes are, right down the side of your leg. I have them take the Dynaball, set it right into that, just like this. So if you're watching me from this side, you'll see how I turn. So I'm not going to move my hip out of the way to get there. And that's something that I see in some people's golf swings where they do that. Now you're in a reverse pivot. You want to make sure you load into this trail leg. For me, I'm right-handed, so this will be my trail leg. So you're going to put a bunch of weight right here, trail leg, load into it, okay? From here, I have them just toss it this way a few times, okay? I won't even have them throw it to me yet, but I'll have them just get in this position, taking their front pocket and putting it right back into their back pocket. So they're loading this way, all right? Instead of getting, some people will use their knees to rotate and this knee will kick in. Now they're back in that reverse pivot again. I want to get them used to loading this position so they can feel that jump motion. I think everybody talks about Scotty Scheffler jumping and turning when he goes, or long drive guys. That's how they're hitting it far, is they're getting loaded up in that trail leg really strong. Then they're pushing into their lead leg and they're basically jumping off both legs. You'll see at some point both legs try to straighten during that downswing. That's just them generating ground force. Same thing goes in sprinting. The more you can hit the ground with your foot, the more it's going to pop back up and you're just going to get that spring action. So that's what we're trying to do. So we want to load into it and explode out. Once you've done a couple of these, you're going to start tossing it to somebody and you want to try to knock them out if you can. Or if you have a concrete or a cinder block wall that you can throw into. Use one of these Dynaballs, not a regular wall ball, it'll start to burst, but you can load into it and you're gonna explode out as much as you can. One thing that you don't want to happen when you are throwing these, if you're really focusing on golf specific, if you're just focusing on rotational velocity, go after it. Throw it with everything you got. But I'll see a lot of guys that they'll finish and they'll be here. So that's showing me a lot that they're pushing with they're throwing with their upper body. I wanna see more of loading here and pushing this way when they throw, because I really want to get them used to pushing and keeping their chest covering the ball and their head back over their trail knee through impact until the ball's gone. Then you can release. But at no point would you ever be with your chest over your hips, because the object here is taking your belt buckle and pushing it through the target when you're trying to get as much power that way. All right, because you want to stay spinning on that axis. So again, grab it, load in here, and then you can throw, but don't lead that way. Not for this drill. We're gonna go here and throw that way. So we're getting used to that power through. And again, as you're doing this same drill, just like I said with the impact fix, make this pocket replace this pocket. Your trail front pocket replace your lead front pocket so that you're moving straight through. So again, we don't wanna get here and go like that. Now this isn't going through my lead pocket. We wanna go here, load it, and push through that way, all right? And again, start throwing them. Last drill, I'm gonna use a rip trainer. Golf Forever also has their knockoff version of this. This was the original though. So I'm gonna show you this real quick. I'm just gonna wrap it around a pole. If you have something you can clip to, that's fine. So this one's gonna be more of like a slap shot in hockey, but we're gonna use it more as a hold, just so you can feel how you have to push off that trail leg. So I'm not going to have it really tight just for the point of this demonstration. You're going to hold it like this. Your lead hand is going to go palm down. Trail hand will be palm up. And we're going to go to a slap shot position just like this. And we're going to hold so that you can feel the push that you're getting off that trail leg while you're pushing into your lead leg. So again, we'll take it up here. We'll go through and hold. All right. Now you can do this with a regular band if you like, and you can put your hand on one end of the band and on the other, but you want to keep your right arm straight while you do it. So again, this is a slap shot and hold. So if I come off to this side so you can see, it's going to be a slap shot and hold. So this is another one I like to do. Now I will have them step into it and go, which is another really good drill just to get more cardio while you're doing it. But using a rip trainer, the Golf Forever pole, I don't know what they call theirs. And then again, through and hold. So that again is a hockey slap shot, but I want it with a hold. So I want you to really feel what's going on with the ground in your feet while you're doing that. And again, every time we're doing these drills, I want this trail pocket to replace this lead pocket so that you're going in a straight linear motion. And at the same time, you're rotating though, because you're clearing that lead hip. And you'll start to feel a lot more glute engagement while you're doing these drills. So again, these drills are the ones that I use to speed up the hips and to get the hips leading first so that you're used to loading that trail leg and really pushing through past impact so that you're getting all your power from your lower body out towards the target. Many guys over the years, especially as they age, they stop using the glutes, they stop using their legs, and there's a lot of upper body movement. So they're flipping and they're getting rid of all their shaft lean. They're adding loft, they're losing distance. I mean, we all know what happens when all those things go and, work together to cause that problem. So again, these are all just to help you get to this position with a lot of loading that trail leg and pushing off. Hope these help.